Good morning. Your friend Velma Hagar here, outside on this beautiful morning. Oh my gosh, you should see it out here. The birds are tweeting, but unfortunately the gardeners are also running around. But here I am. And I wanted to talk today about common sense. Someone said the other day, common sense is not very common anymore. And they're right. I mean, common sense, where is it? It sure isn't on our college campuses, that's for sure. I mean, there's a word in the Bible that says, hey, Google, volume down. It says, they thought themselves wise and became fools. Or the other one that says, they have the wisdom of man, but none of God. God has common sense. You don't need calculus or algebra or any of that to have common sense. And anymore, I'm not even sure I'd want to see my kids go to college. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying that, unless they want to do something really specific, like be a lawyer or a doctor, then of course you have to go to college. But otherwise, a good trade school might work. A good common sense trade school, You guys, look, God gave us common sense. He put in our heads the ability to know right from wrong. And right from wrong is really just good old common sense. There are some things that are so easy, I don't get it. And even, let's face it, even our politicians today, they're not using common sense. There's a couple of issues out there, like, for instance, over in India, they built 900 units for street people. Or not street people, but for the illegals they bring in. And, they can't put anybody in it because they don't have enough electricity. Wouldn't you think they would think of that ahead? Another thing, they're demanding, they want us all to get battery-operated cars. We don't even have enough electricity. Good God. I mean, that is what I'm talking about. Where is common sense these days? They don't even think ahead. They just build the building and then they don't figure out how they're going to put electricity in it. I don't know, you guys. I'd so much rather have common sense than a college degree. And I'd rather my kids have common sense than a college degree. So, let's really try to operate with thinking ahead, paying attention to things. It's crazy. Isn't it crazy? Don't you just find it shocking? It's like people just go out and buy a new car. They don't even know how they're going to pay for it, but they buy it because they think they deserve it. That's not good common sense. Use your head, guys. Use your head. And if all else fails, ask God to help you. Ask him to help you first, as a matter of fact, because that's really where the joy and the good things happen in life. Jesus tells us to abide in him. I believe there are a lot of people, they know the Lord, they're saved, they're going to be in heaven, but they don't abide in Jesus. Because when you abide in Jesus, he lives in you. Abide means like, I live in this house, I abide in this house. If you abide in Jesus, he says he'll abide in you. And if he abides in you, you will have common sense. That's just the way it goes. Because he does guide us and direct us. His plan for us is for the best life possible. But we can muddle through and be ordinary. We can muddle through and be just common little people. Or we can excel. Excel to be the best you can be. And that's what Jesus does when you abide in him and he abides in you. And you make good choices. And choices, you guys, back to that same thing, choices are the fabric of your life. Your choices are what make you who you are. When you choose ignorance, when you don't choose good common sense, that's what your life is going to be like. Stop and think before you do things. I mean, I'm big on Googling things. I'm big on that. But I think it's good to use your own brain too, God gave us a brain for a reason. Okay, I'm kind of off on this thing right now about these ignorant people, these poor college students out there. Not good choices at all. But you know what? all we can do is pray for them because we've taught them to be who they are. Unfortunately, this era is we all have to take the rap for it. They're just becoming what we've taught them, unfortunately. Okay, you guys, how about my book? Hidden Treasures in Secret Places, Hidden Treasures in Dark Places, Amazon.com. They're both very good. And hit that subscribe button while you're at it, would you? Bing! And it'll tell you every time I make a video. All right, you guys. This is Velma Hagar. So until next time, I'm bidding you a blessed day. And you know what? Use some good old-fashioned common sense. Bye.